Alright, got a video for you. A lot different than what I normally do. A little bit of explaining to do in the beginning, so if you don't want to hear me ramble on, skip past the intro, see a bunch of the video and clips and stuff that I got. But basically this video is going to be all the stuff that I've filmed getting over here from home to here at Bristol, or right now currently at Johnson City, ready to go to Cleetus and Cars. So this is my journey from Oregon, from where I'm from, over here to try and check out Cleetus and Cars and see what it's all about. It's been quite the trip. So we started took a train out of Eugene down to Sacramento. That one was kind of an overnight train. Didn't get a lot of footage there because obviously it's dark. Don't have any lights or stuff outside of the train that I can put up. But anyways, from there, super cool train going from Sacramento all the way to Chicago. The Amtrak train. It's a great way to see the country. There's a couple times in some of the updates through me filming, I get a little frustrated with it because it can be frustrating because it is a long process. But if you enjoy seeing the country, or you haven't, I do recommend that. It's definitely not if you're wanting quick travel. It's something if you want time to go check it out, because you do see a lot of the country. Some of it, unfortunately, you don't get to see because the train's still moving while you're sleeping. But that's one of the benefits of taking it. Just like, I mean, when you drive, you either have to switch off or somebody has to sleep and then get up or push through. But yeah, so from there, got into Chicago. Chicago down, we took another train. That was a whole different story. A few different issues, but we made it. Made it to our destination where the train is dropping us off in Charleston, West Virginia. Then we had a lot of rental car issues. Ended up with a different rental car, and from there, trucked it on down, and finally, like, hey, let's go to the hotel. So get to the hotel. More issues. Ended up not being able to. I don't want to say we can't stay at the hotel we're at. I guess I'll say we won't stay at the hotel that we had originally booked. A lot of safety concerns, a few different issues that were there. We're just not going to do it. Maybe if it was just me, but the wife's here. We're not going to do that. Not with our stuff. We're too far away from home to have those issues. But anyways, we ended up finding a pretty sweet hotel that did have openings for tonight. The night that I'm shooting this. What is it, Friday night, the night before Cleetus and Cars event. So tomorrow we might not have a hotel stand, but we're still looking. I'm actually got the laptop out now, looking for some places. Hopefully the same place. One thing that was super cool that kind of brought some spirits up is out in front of the hotel. I did get to meet Diesel Dave, and out there, super humble guy, real cool. Didn't act offended when I actually went up and talked to him. I know it's kind of cliche to be like, hey, I know you, you don't know me, but I did it. It's weird, I know. Also met some other people that are going to the event. Guy had a 1320 video on and some extra tires in the back of a truck, and I was like, you look like you're going to Cleetus and Cars. He's like, yeah, hell yeah, brother. So, but anyways, that's it. Like I said, a little bit of rambling in the beginning, but here's a bunch of the clips that I've got coming over here. It's just a lot of the scenery that you'll see across the country. It's definitely, the photos and the pictures don't do it justice. There's a little bit of glare in some of them, but yeah, stay tuned, watch it. I know it's different content, but I recommend going across this great country that we have and seeing everything that it has. Enjoy. Before you come in here, I'm actually riding in a train. So we are traveling across from the west coast to the east coast. Thought we'd try out a train. Anyways, gonna bring you along. The reason we're taking this is we are actually headed to Bristol Motor Speedway Labor Day weekend for Cleetus and Cars. Pretty stoked about it. So it's gonna be awesome. Figured I'd bring you guys along, show you kind of some of the stuff, see how many of the YouTube guys that I can meet. I mean, there's gonna be like Demolition Ranch, Side by Side Blog, of course Cleetus and his crew, JH Diesel, Roman Atwood, Bicycle Garage. Man, the list goes on. Anyways, should be awesome. Fresh air stop. Couple hours from Denver. Feels good. Looks like rain clouds. Breeze feels nice. Definitely better than just sitting in the car. Denver so far. This is for as far as we've got. Some pretty sweet buildings here. It's warm. Oh, Union Station. Alright. I'm gonna go check out some fun stuff here. Denver train station. We only got about 25 minutes on this stop, but let's see what it's got. Well, out of all the train stations, Denver's Union train station is by far the coolest. Too bad we only have 25 minutes here because they've got a pretty sweet restaurant, a bunch of places to check out. But that's all we get. Oh, early morning fresh air stop. Omaha, Nebraska. We're only here for a couple minutes, but figured I'd hop out, get some air before hopping right back home. Little by little, we're getting there. Last stop before the end of this train in Ottumwa, Iowa. So I guess it's my second time out in Iowa. Decently long train. Kind of digging this rustic pergola stand, whatever it is. Anyways, alright, I guess next stop, Chicago. Alright, Grand Hall. Checking stuff out. So far looks pretty sweet. Check that out. Two trains. I like going places and looking at the architecture. People think I'm weird, but... Alright, now I need to find some food. Well, last stop, just past Lucas Oil Stadium, down here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Next stop will be, well, the train will stop a few more times, but next stop for me to get out will be kind of where we get up. We'll get to the rental car. See you guys in the morning. Now we reached our final train destination. See you later train for a while. I can definitely say that the scenery through the country riding the train is definitely something to see. It makes the train ride worth it. I mean, seeing all the little places that you don't normally get to see from the highway, stuff like that. If you're just commuting, not really sure I would recommend the train. It's got some of its issues, and it just takes a while, so it's kind of like the annoyances of an airplane and then the time of driving. But anyways, we're gonna go grab a rental car. Right now we're in Charleston, West Virginia. Kind of a nice place. Well, so far, from what we've seen. So let's go get a rental car. Alright, small little rant on trips. Got off the train, went to go grab a rental car, get there, car wasn't ready. It smelled so bad. I don't know if it's just common in other areas, but it smelled like an ashtray and a swamp at the same time. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of moisture here, but man, it smelled bad, and there was no fuel in it. And it's like, oh yeah, sorry, our fuel card's cut off, so we'll make sure to note it that it doesn't have any fuel in it, so you're not charged any when you bring it back if it's below that. I was like, man, the fuel light's on and it says 10 miles till empty, so it'd be hard to bring it back below that. Anyways, down the road, I mean, tire light comes on. It's pretty rough. The smell's getting bad. I mean, man, it's like burning my eyes. I don't know what the heck's going on with it. But anyway, so we called another rental company. Well, same rental company, a different location down the road. And they said they'd swap it out. So we ended up doing that. Went from a red Nissan Sentra, this thing, to a gray one. So it smells better, but man, It's funny that they call these things a mid-size car because they're not really mid-size. But other than that, we're on our way now down to Bristol, or down to our hotel room by Bristol. So that's it. Journey's going. Wish the car portion was better. I mean, at least we're not stopping every time there's a town to let people on and off. But that's it. We're on the road. We're still going. See you guys in Bristol.